Not going too far back, but I spent the first 20 years of my career in the software sales business. So I worked with one of my best friends, Brian Seidel, selling e-commerce websites that were integrated with ERP systems. So a very technical, very tedious, like kind of sales process, right? And we had customers all over the country that were small to medium manufacturers, and it was a really fun job, right? But what I've learned over time is that sometimes the Lord, when He works in your life, He makes things like very clear to you, and sometimes He just makes you so uncomfortable in your current situation that you're willing to make a change, right? So I had been working out and meeting and basically showing up at the Spink station to get my Big Gulp every morning after my workout at like 6:45, and I got to become friends with this guy named Scotty Whitmire with Enterprise Plumbing. I didn't know Scotty really, but I kept showing up every day, and we would talk for like 20 minutes, and then I'd go on my way and then go to work. And eventually I got more and more interested in what Scotty was doing. So he specializes in doing underground plumbing and sewer and water services and that kind of stuff. And Scotty was like, dude, if you ever want to get started doing something like that, I will help you, right? And so I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not doing that, right? I'm pretty happy where I am right now. But one day I just got super frustrated, and I went home to my wife, Kara, and she said, well, why don't you just go buy your skid steer and get started? So she didn't know what she really ignited in me at that time, right? But the next day I bought my skid steer. And then basically, Kara had a little freak out moment. I think she was like, hey, what is happening here? We had a really good life, right? And by the way, at the time, someone kind of parallel this with my Jesus experience as well, right? So at the time my wife was all in. So she has been the spiritual leader in my family for a long time. She was all about it. She was the one that always pushed us to attend church. She was doing Bible study. She was reading the Word every day, and she was just all in, right? And basically, she was praying for me, right, to come in and take over, right? She went to the fetal position then for about 3 days, just like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Oh my gosh, we're going to lose everything, because we had a pretty good life, right? I was attending church every once in a while with her, and it was going, but I wasn't all in. So then she gave me some sage words of advice. She said, hey, in this contracting world, if you'll just answer your phone, communicate, and do what you say you're going to do, we're going to be just fine. We can make as much money as you want to make in this business, right? So I took that to heart, because even though I didn't know anything what I was doing, I knew that I was willing to go hustle, right? And I was going to do the right thing.